out before the sauce comes in.
Gab is also
Yes.
stoned.
What?
Oh shit!
Okay.
Nice.
Little stone.
Mmm.
Always.
She had to get a little stone for this press conference that happened.
Usually
earlier.
every day.
So Gab, you know where to get the good kush at, right? I got you.
It's legal
Why-
here.
Oh, right.
Why is-
God.
God damn it! Everybody.
That's like the second thing I'm jealous of her. She has this bomb ass avatar, and now she's in a place where that stuff is fine.
It's Gucci.
Damn it!
I mean,
I was there a couple weeks ago and I went to a dispensary. It was cool.
That's
Did you get
okay.
something?
Jeremy, you seem like you always high.
He was born high.
Maybe
I think he's just
born
smooth.
high.
I
No,
think
you see
he's
what
just
it is.
smooth.
It's the weekend. The weekend gets me.
I don't know, man.
That's
I be
why I kinda
on
go
those
with that.
God Eater streams, and you just be so mellow. You be kind of
Oh,
hype
no.
at the same time, man.
I don't be high in the streams.
Oh, all right. It's
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Oh man,
We
I
believe
can't
you.
remember the last one I haven't been.
Oh, for real? Yo, because I get too calm and when I'm usually crazy. So it's like everyone's always like, "What's going on with you?" I'm like, "Yo, I'm just trying to chill."
That's why I do like after dark, so it's like relaxing.
So
There
they
you
don't
go.
expect you to be crazy.
No judging. People don't care. Yeah. So what are besides all the Xbox stuff? What are the topics for?
There ain't
Or
even
what are
much
we
to
guys
talk
talking about?
Oh, we got a lot to talk about right
Because of
now.
Xbox
So
stuff on it.
let's start up this podcast. Welcome to the HPMP podcast, episode 35. We are out here in this E3 season, and Nightmare is just so happy about everything E3 related.
Oh,
we're
fuck
live?
off.
So,
Oh my god, we're live.
let's just start it with the intros. Gab, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and your channel, and just plug yourself.
Hey guys, it's Gab. Welcome back to HPMP. It's been, I don't know, 2 weeks. And if you want to check me out, my YouTube and all my other links are Gabmeo usually. So yeah.
Okay, Nightmare.
Hey, it's Nightmare Alpha. I have a very long weekend, and my feet are killing me. But okay, I'm here. Just have some fun. And yeah, you can find me on Twitter, YouTube, and then somewhere. I'm nowadays apparently a podcast only guy. So why not? Why not?
Riku.
Riku, San One, the only one. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Nice day we're having. Yeah, E3. We're gonna talk about that. At Riku San One on Twitter. If your boy Shadow would put those things in the description, which he probably won't. But
Oh man,
you know.
no fake.
All I'm
Yeah,
out.
we
All
will
I'm
see.
out.
We will see. I mean, sometimes you plug your stuff and people are like, "Oh, cool plug," and then they won't, actually go to the plugs if there isn't any links. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how people. I've been one of those people. So yeah, I'm just saying from the outside perspective. But yeah.
Okay, Souls.
What is up, everybody? Souls is here, and yes, it has been 2 weeks, but you're gonna blame YouTube this time.
Big facts.
Yeah, that's true.
And we are here again, ready to get up into this topic.
Okay, and Jammer.
Yo, what's going on? It's Jammer. Go check me out. That's all I gotta say.
And we got one of the biggest JRPG connoisseurs out here. We got Taylor here. Go ahead and plug yourself, man. Introduce yourself.
What's going on, guys? My name's Taylor. I have a channel called The Gaming Shelf. I just kind of started posting again more regularly. I'm kind of off and on trying to be more regular. And then me and my buddy Nick do a weekly JRPG-centric podcast called the Giant Sword Podcast. We have on, voice actors and other guests and other personalities. So trying to get you on, Shadow. So hopefully you can come on soon.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm all down for that. Alrighty. Taylor, what's your favorite JRPG?
Persona 4 Golden. No question.
Good man. I had my hands on the eject button.
The safe answer.
Yeah. I like to think of myself as a bit of a Persona hipster, because this was like back on the PS2 and like nobody was talking about it, and I was like, oh my god, like the OG Persona 4
There we go.
is awesome. But then like when Golden came out, I was like
a
it's even
fine
better.
wine.
That's right, exactly.
On the PS2, it's a fine wine.
On PS2, it's a fine. Oh boy. So do you not like Golden?
I just don't have a Vita.
Okay. Well, the only game you need to worry about is Golden anyway. Everything else is
hold up.
ported.
Hold up.
Whoa.
We're not gonna have that. We're not gonna have none of that.
Taylor, you just using the crossfire.
There's a lot of gold.
But okay,
We're not
what else
even
is
gonna go.
what else is stranded on Vita that has not been ported elsewhere?
Freedom Wars.
Oh, you think Stranded
Oh.
on Vita now hasn't been ported that? Soul Sacrifice, baby.
Soul Sacrifice. Yep.
The cult
Okay.
sacrificed it to the Vita.
Soul Sacrifice is amazing.
Actually,
so
no.
the hunting game.
Jeremy said the right game. He said Freedom Wars. That
Freedom
game.
Wars, yeah.
Soul
That game-
Sacrifice is better
Listen,
than
if
Freedom
we
Wars.
got that on PS4, Jesus Christ.
Freedom Wars is
Yeah.
great. I'm not taking anything away from Freedom Wars, but Soul Sacrifice is definitely better.
It is.
I wouldn't say
100%
better.
agree.
Only reason why I wouldn't say better is because I could play Freedom Wars longer because I had the PvP and PvE options.
PvP and Freedom Wars, I felt it came kind of late.
Yeah,
I was
and plus I
already
think
kinda
It was
Soul
too.
Sacrifice is just a richer experience.
Oh yeah,
Freedom Wars PvP was kind of overrun by the pros, and so you couldn't really get into it. So
Soul Sacrifice just had a lot of options and actually had a pretty good story.
Yeah, the story
pretty
was
good.
amazing.
You mean amazing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
None of
I mean,
that pretty
I'm
good
just talking
stuff.
about as far as like that genre, like
That's
like
I think out of all the games,
Bro.
that needs to be ported.
Facts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
Soul
put
Sacrifice,
that story top like 5 I've ever played. I swear to God.
If Sony wants to do something about like getting into the Monster Hunter franchise for PlayStation 5, Soul Sacrifice 2, let's go.
Man, they had Freedom Wars that they kind of were first party on it. Soul Sacrifice.
First party. That's
I don't know
theirs.
why they don't. I don't know why they. You know what? I'm gonna go on a tangent. Let's just
Fall back.
Just real quick, which one do you think has a better chance of getting a release on current consoles?
Neither.
Damn.
Well, you said which one has a better Soul Sacrifice? Because
I think
it has that.
I
It has that.
would also say that as well.
That Souls genre vibe to it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's already in the Monster Hunter genre, which has been
And it's
booming
closer to
lately.
first party. Freedom Wars had 3 studios doing it, so it'd be just a mess.
And didn't one of the studios for Freedom Wars kind of like die out or something like that?
Well, it's Shift,
can't
Dimps, and Japan Studios, so not really. What is Dimps doing? I don't know what they're doing.
Sonic, probably another Sonic game.
Yeah, they're doing. They just came out with that Sonic Team Racing, which apparently
It was good.
mediocre.
I think. Oh, it was mediocre. I didn't.
I heard it was pretty boring.
Yeah, I heard the only thing that was good about it is Crush 40's music.
All right, definitely. Okay, all right. So, before we honestly dive into the JRPG goodness, I just want to. I'm curious if anybody actually cares about Death Stranding.
Yep.
Yeah, I pre-ordered the collector's edition.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested.
That game is gonna be hype.
I still don't know what it's about, but it at least looks interesting. So,
See,
so
I think
that's
that's exactly right. It'll be a good mystery. It's like I have no clue what's happening, but it'll be fun to figure out as we play it.
But it honestly, from what I've seen, kind of looks like he's just trying to do a political take in his game. Not gonna lie.
I mean, that's not new for Kojima.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't played a lot of Metal Gear Solid yet, so. But I
Same.
mean, like from what I've seen, I was like, I like it, but I think I already get the gist of what it's gonna be. I just like his character design and the way that things are, and it's very open worldy and explorative, and there's a lot of different like areas to go to, and weird fetus.
Yeah. see,
Don't forget
I've
about
played.
that.
See, I've played nearly all Metal Gear games that are out there, and yes, Kojima is a very political guy who talks about a lot of interesting things and the political intrigue. There is a lot of things going, so he's definitely not somebody who will step away from a political statement if he has to make one.
I mean, I just need to see a little bit more gameplay. I can't just look at a game, see, oh, it's by Kojima. Oh, it looks pretty crazy with the baby fetus and stuff like that. Nah, let me see what I'm going to be doing
I saw the
for 9
collector's
times out of
edition.
10.
Okay, the collector's edition got me because it comes with a little, like a life-size fetus thing, and I was like, man, can you imagine walking into my house and that's just the centerpiece? Is the
I was
fetus
about to
on the
say,
table. That is
that's
a talking point right there.
That's not a talking point. I'm walking out. If I don't know what it is, I might have to walk out.
Hey baby, you want to hold
What?
the fetus?
So,
What is it? What is it with Americans always trying to decorate their house as if they are serial killers? Can somebody explain that to me?
well, technically, Gab isn't an American.
I'm
I mean,
Canadian.
Canada is on the American continent, so I think that counts.
Not really.
Kind of.
I think they'd be angry if you told them.
They don't rep it.
Oh my god.
Canadians are a lot nicer.
Exactly.
I seen Gab act like a savage, so I don't know about that.
It's because I am a savage.
As far as that game, I'm interested in it. I've actually never played a Metal Gear game, but I have played a game made by Kojima, that Zone of the Enders. Has anyone played that?
Oh, that
Yes,
was a great
sir.
Actually,
Zone of the Enders 1 and 2.
this is not really by Kojima. He just produced it, and he did not have much input in it. But it's a pretty good series. I think these two games were pretty good.
What, Death Stranding?
Zone of the Enders.
Oh, okay. Oh,
But it's okay. It's understandable. Zone of the Enders though has a little bit more of a higher emotional payoff than Metal Gear games. Metal Gear games are a lot about the minute details of the military-industrial complex and political intrigue, where Zone of the Enders is a lot more emotional turmoil.
I mean,
think.
it's
I
on
wanna-
Wikipedia that Hideo Kojima he created Zone of the Enders.
Really?
I would love a Zone of the Enders 3. If you want me to bounce off of walls from anything from Konami or Kojima or anything about that shit, give me Zone of the Enders 3.
Well,
But Death Stranding looks interesting.
There was a rumor going around that Cygames was going to make a new Zone of the Enders.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I was hyped for like 2 seconds, and then nothing else happened with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
They released
some
artwork, and then it was just gone. It was apparently the project was already apparently shelved by Konami, because Konami apparently hates making money.
Just make
At
sure
least in
it's
gaming,
gameplay.
they'll work with their health clubs or whatever they're doing over there. Pachinko.
Yeah.
Machines. Yeah, that's what they're doing. All right. So kind of interested in Death Stranding. Okay, so let's move on to real quick to anybody cares about this game that we've been waiting for 10 years on, now getting DLC. Kingdom Hearts getting its update with new DLC, playable characters, Roxas, Aqua, Riku, and stuff like that.
Don't care.
Remember this episode, Gabby gets a dibs. And apparently she doesn't care.
Jesus.
It's pretty savage. You said it yourself. She is savage.
Yeah, see? Is anybody interested in this DLC for Kingdom Hearts?
I'm confused as to what it is. I watched the trailer and I'm like, is this just like replaying the last dungeon or whatever? Because it was hard for me to understand what it was even about.
It seems like they're allowing you to play with certain characters that last climactic battle. You can choose like Roxas or whatever the other characters that they said.
Roxas, Aqua, Riku.
But yeah, as far as I've been hearing from the from the feedback, it's only for that one final battle. Apparently, I don't know if correct me if I'm wrong. If you can use Roxas or any of these other characters in other parts of the story, but as far as we know, it looks like it's only for that final battle.
You see, that doesn't make sense if you ask me.
Yeah, that's weird. I mean,
I think it's
for me. More. Yeah, for me now these days, DLC is like really iffy because as far as like what everyone's playing, everyone's ready to play all the new shit. As far as DLC, we don't really go back for DLC, even for something like this, like especially when it comes out and we really don't even know what the hell is going on.
Man, listen, fuck Kingdom Hearts 3.
You're
really Square, just put it down.
What me interests in that specific thing is how expensive is it? What does it cost me to
probably 30
to make it?
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds like Square Enix price point.
Yeah, it sounds definitely like the price policy that we have seen. I mean, God damn it, Octopath Traveler on PC for $60 again.
Oh, what? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
And listen, I was just waiting for my Final Fantasy characters to show up, and they not there. So I don't see any point even trying to get this or look at this. Listen, if you a hardcore Kingdom Hearts fan, you go ahead and get this. Get Gab, don't be that mean to them. It was trash, but we can't be that mean to them. Listen, you guys go after it. You guys love it.
Lie to them.
Keep it real.
Hey, but
also Bethesda's starting like now.
I mean, okay. That means, yeah, that's the reaction that I have.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if like breaking news hit, we might talk about it. But
I mean,
y'all don't care about Skyrim 2.5?
Yeah. No, the only thing that I care for is Doom Eternal, and I already know what this game is supposed to be. So, yeah.
This mess.
Is it coming to PC?
More than likely, who knows?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will be.
Since stuff at E3 is starting, let's talk about E3 right now. Let's talk about Let's talk about Tales of Arise.
Yes.
Oh my god.
All right.
Yes, it looks
Incredible.
great. The characters look cool. It looks very dark. We're into it.
The characters, the art style,
The gameplay though got me.
that too.
It looks like an improvement.
I don't know. It looks
They
like
finally moved on.
What? That's crazy.
Taylor, what's your in-depth thoughts about this?
So I have this video on my channel that everybody hates called "The Slow Decline of the Tales series," and
Hey, I can feel that.
Yeah. How many dislikes did that one get?
it's like about half and half, you know.
Shit. That's good. That's good.
You should link to that video.
So half of them are reasonable.
Well, so here's my whole premise with that video was that Japan's very forthcoming with sales data, and like ever since I want to say like Zillia 1, it sold less week 1 every game, and like it started to be bigger and bigger chunks with each game. And so after Berseria, I didn't even play Berseria. I hated Zestiria, and so I'm like, go away. And
Zestiria, even though I know it's bad.
I just think the dungeons are terrible in that game.
They are.
Berseria, you said?
Zestiria, yeah.
Don't let it turn you off from Berseria. You definitely got it.
I've only started Berseria. That's the only Tales of game I have experience with, and I don't know. I'm in the middle of how I feel about it.
Okay.
I just think the inventory is killing me. It's just so annoying. Every enemy drops weapons, and I have to get rid of them because the inventory is limited. And even if you buy the goddamn DLC to increase your inventory size, it's never enough. It's just like, who designed this crap?
We're still talking about Zestiria?
Yeah. I don't know what you talk about. Taylor, go back to what you was thinking. I don't know what night.
But for me, like after all that, it's just like, yeah, take all the time you need because clearly you need it. And I'm glad they gave him the proper time. It's on Unreal Engine 4 now. Like the lighting looks better, the visuals look better. I don't know, it looks like a game that people can get excited about. So I'm glad they took the time to make it good. And we'll play it next year. Hopefully not too late into next year, but I'm excited. It looks cool.
Okay.
I'm looking at something. It says that they're keeping a classic Tales of gameplay.
See, we don't know what that means because every Tales of game has changed it up a little bit, add a little seasoning, little peppers, and a little onions to it to make it better. But I don't know what that even means.
Where does Berseria's combat sit?
It's around the Graces.
Yeah, it's kind of right around there.
What is that? Is that OG? Is that an older?
That's not OG. That's the first time they ever changed it, I think.
Okay, I don't know about y'all. I don't want that.
You don't want what?
Berseria's combat. I think
Berseria.
It's not awful, but like if we can get away from it, I'd be happy.
I think because you said you played a little bit of it. If you played a lot more, it would have opened up a little bit. You would have been doing some combos. You may have been a little bit.
I also agree.
Wasn't it like freaking Lady Pelvic? She started playing Vesperia. She first started playing it. She didn't like it.
I thought it was boring.
She got deeper.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's why they went with this more action-oriented combat style. Because if you go back to the older games in the very early on, they can be pretty slow because you have such a limited amount of arts and combos. So that's kind of why
it was boring the whole time.
Which one? Vesperia?
Ah, come on.
Vesperia.
Wait, how far into Vesperia did you get?
I beat it.
She beat it.
Oh wow, shit.
I don't know if I agree with it. Being the rest of the way.
I just was glad that there was no stamina bullshit because it just the Tales series has this problem where if you actually play it like they intended to play, you're sitting there and waiting for 2 minutes that your bars fill up again, and I'm like that's just not what I think is a good idea to do. So you have either the opportunity to play conservative and do always the same, or you play action oriented and have fun, and then you wait 2 minutes. And I'm like, both of these options are not very fun.
So what I think about this game, Tales of Arise, it looks good. Don't get me wrong, but I'm a little bit disappointed that it looks like a Western game, kind of like a Korean MMO thing going on there. I don't know. I was gonna be disappointed either way because I really wanted them to go back to Tales of Vesperia style. The gameplay, it looks just fine. I'm a little bit concerned about the frame rate. I mean, everything's always going to look good when it first launches with a trailer. So we'll just have to see. I'm going to be playing on PC, so maybe I don't have to worry about frame rate. But Bandai Namco's Tales of PC releases have been a little bit spotty in the beginning, and then somebody has to come in and patch it, fix it, or make a mod for it. I'm a little bit worried because, well, not worried, just a little bit concerned, I guess you could say, that this is the first Tales of Mothership title, mainline Tales of title, and it's announced at E3.
That is pretty,
man. They're really trying to get it because you remember they were in bed with the Tales of series back with Vesperia, so they're just like, hey, Bandai Namco, you got a new Tales of game, right? Showed it at our press conference.
Wait a second. When was that remake? What was it? The one that got remade and announced. When was that? Was it in that last year E3?
Yeah, that was last year, but that's a re-release. This is the mainline Mothership title, brand new game. That should have been announced in Japan.
The amount of hype that people brought with that re-release, that's the same reason why they were like, all right, let's pop it off here.
I mean, that's true, but like usually with E3 stuff like that, with Tales of, people will usually say, oh, wait till Tokyo Game Show, you might see something on a new Tales of game. You ain't never seen them
so
announce.
You know what that means?
What does that mean?
That means that they have their eyes on a new audience.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why this game looks the way it does.
Yeah.
You say that they have their eyes on a new audience. I think they just have their eyes on the audience that they wanted to capture back when they released Vesperia on the Xbox 360.
Yeah, I think that's most of the point.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think it looks Western style because when you see the anime characters, they look real anime.
The anime, like the character models, they look anime. Don't get me wrong. It's just the combat looks a little bit different than what
I do have to say something about the combat.
I think the thing about the combat is I think we still need to see a bit more because all of the combat that we've seen so far, it's been like literally 2 seconds here, 2 seconds there. We haven't seen like, I need to see all the HUD. I need to see a full, like at least 3 minutes of gameplay and how it's
on stage.
Yeah. Something. We need to see something like that.
See, I'm glad that they finally have a more modern engine. I mean, Unreal Engine 4 is a pretty good thing in general. I know that a lot of people will be angry because it's like not an original one, but we have to understand that Namco Bandai likes to just penny pinch the hell out of their projects. That's true. And with Unreal Engine 4, they at least have a very well-developed engine that, in the worst-case scenario, can be easily modified even by the audience. So I think this is in all a step forward in the right direction, and it helps out quite immensely. And it looks pretty good, I have to say. Could also be that the styling is a little bit more thanks to the engine, so maybe your concerns about this looks too Western is just something engine related. On the flip side, we saw some other games from I think Platinum's latest game is also running on Unreal Engine 4. Which one? I forget always the title.
Chain? Yeah, I was gonna say Astral Chain, but actually no, Switch supports Unreal, so yeah.
So it's not a big deal. I mean, yes, Switch supports Unreal after they updated the engine finally. It took a while, but it does. So it's like, so I think it's not a big deal. I think it's actually a good idea to run it on Unreal Engine 4, and it looks pretty good. So yeah.
I mean, like if we all know what a Tales of game looks like. If you had just gave me a screenshot of this game and told me it was the next mainline Tales of game, I wouldn't have believed you. I would have called you stupid. An idiot, a moron. Like
maybe they just want to get a little bit away from the more generic anime look,
and that's okay. But like that, but that's what makes Tales of.
You know what it is? It's the producer Yusuke Tamizawa, because Code Vein's on Unreal 2, and he's also heading Code Vein.
Maybe he just wants to have something what he is familiar with.
That and maybe I don't know. He has a vision of the quality of the graphics. I don't know.
Yeah, Q, I'm with you. It would look better if it was Vesperia. But I guess everybody's excited for this.
Yeah, I do, but I do have like some concerns that like, okay, for one, the girl, she looks exactly like Lila, and she has kind of the same abilities, which was fire. And he's pulling the sword out of her.
Yeah, it's like armorization kind of.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of zesty vibes going on in this game.
Maybe he feels like he played Hysteria and was like, I think I can do that better.
Better, yeah.
And it's like, I'm trying this
right here.
again, you know, like
says
this is not
Pokemon
the worst idea. I mean, it's a little cheap,
I
but,
didn't-
you know.
Like, okay, so we all know what the reasons why Zestiria is bad, but I think that it was mostly because of execution. I don't think it like the concept was bad.
It just seemed like a lot of new ideas coming to the forefront, and they didn't really know how to execute them well, like you said.
Yeah.
And they didn't have the power to do it. Maybe the PS3 just wasn't under that engine.
And Berseria proves that because it's like a prequel and it's better.
Yeah, it's way better.
I really tried to ignore one of the major parts of that really annoys the crap out of me.
Which ones?
There's this stupid thing where the guy draws the sword out of a girl's chest, and I'm like,
Oh,
let's not think of Guilty Crown.
I was about
Let's
to say
not.
Guilty
But
Crown.
it's too late. It's too late. It's already out there, and I hate it. I hate it.
like we already know, you'll probably find some other elements as your teammates.
Yeah.
And you'll pull swords out of them or weapons.
All right. Tales of Arise looks good. It's a day one cop for me, no matter what. Just a little bit disappointed with how it looks. That's all. I ain't gonna say the game is bad or saying I'm condemning the game. I would have preferred a different style, but whatever.
I find it interesting because don't you think it looks good, like in terms of like quality?
Oh yeah, definitely. It looks good. It's like
So-
probably the highest budget Tales of game I've seen so far.
So it's a matter of you don't want them to stray away from what they usually.
Exactly. It's like a preference for me. That's all. I'm not knocking change at all. It's just like
Tell me this: if this game comes out and it's fucking garbage, like it rivals Hysteria, it rivals Dawn of the New World's trash.
Jesus,
What are you gonna do?
I might have to kill myself after Kingdom Hearts. Like I can't take another disappointment like that, man.
You really can't.
At least we have Persona 5R.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And
That-
Trails of Cold Steel 3, baby.
oh yeah, you're right.
Nah, we don't have that.
Well, calm down, Gabby. We don't have to score out. But the point is, yeah, we do have some good shit. So I mean, hopefully this Tales of game. I was always talking about, oh yeah, I'm gonna start from the beginning and make my way up to Berseria. I think I might have to be here day one for this one.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be a starting point, my guy.
Yeah, I might have to be. Same thing with that. Didn't like a week or two ago they announced the existence of like a Dragon Quest 12.
Whoa, I didn't hear that.
I hear nothing about that.
I'll link it in the thing.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
You guys can move on.
They announced like a Pokemon Go for Dragon Quest, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, we're also in pre-production for Dragon Quest 12, so don't worry."
So you did hear.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that sounds like a 2022 type deal. I'm good.
Oh, that's next gen for sure. Yeah.
yeah, that's like
Those
PS5.
days ago. But yeah.
Yeah.
If Tales of Arise comes out and it's coming out, if it has a PS5 version, I'm getting that version.
I'm getting it on PC. So, yo, real talk though, like, what kind of
All right,
sad?
I link it in the.
But I'm pretty much done with console gaming. I'm just gonna upgrade my PC, and that's pretty much it.
Damn.
Wow.
So wait, are you not getting a
Can't
PS5?
relate.
Well, unless Final Fantasy VII Remake is only on PS5, then I'll get the PS5. But
I mean, here's the thing. You know, another Persona is going to be coming, Persona 6 or some shit. You
Well,
know, they're
that's
going
like-
to be working on another one.
that,
probably
that'll
gonna
be
be on
like down
PS5.
the
You
line.
ain't putting it on the Switch.
By the time that comes out, like the PS5 will probably be like $300 or $250. So I'll get it then.
That's the way you see it. It's going to be, you're going to be getting it when it's PS5 Pro ready?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Okay.
seems almost like stupid to buy it when it first comes out because they'll just make a better upgraded version along the line.
Yeah, people
I mean,
know this, but they won't.
I'm still copping
But
day
they'll
one.
still do it.
That's
Yeah.
still
What's
I'm
that
still
one
copping
game?
day one. I'm copping PS5 day one.
See, I don't know what game could make me do that other than like a mainline Persona.
Exactly.
I don't need a game to make me do it. That's the thing.
You're just gonna look at the menu.
I'm gonna look at the system. I'm gonna say it's copped. You don't need to tell me anything. Like, just take my money, man.
Man, get it early, man. Do that unboxing, get them views, man. All right.
So can we just talk about the fact that the new Minecraft game is basically just the reverse of Dragon Quest Builders?
I don't even like Minecraft, but that game looks lit.
I mean, it
thought it
looks
was like-
looks
I've seen
great.
so many people say they liked that game but don't like Minecraft, but I'm the opposite. I loved Minecraft. I don't really care for this game.
It seemed like Diablo to me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's what I was
it
gonna
is,
say. Definitely more
of
Diablo.
Minecraft.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I think it's a cop. That's all I can say.
I think it's a skip.
Minecraft with the boys.
With
I mean, that's technically on our list for the Discord. We need a Minecraft server because apparently everybody has a Minecraft server.
It's kind of lit. I mean, I don't have one, but I think about it and I'm like, that would be kind of lit.
I mean, we can pull together and work something out and make like a crossover server.
Crossovers. All right. Let's move on real quick to Star Ocean First Departure R is getting a re-release, I believe. I don't think this is a remake. If it's a remake, then
it's a remaster of a remake.
Yeah.
Okay, so
they're doing the PSP version.
Yeah.
Okay, so, all right. So that's something I have to get on Switch. I ain't getting that.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I never played the first Star Ocean games. I think they were.
I heard they're the best.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Solid.
But I feel like they're a little bit too, I guess you could say old school in my opinion. But like, I'll play old school games. It's just that I don't have time.
They're like as if you're playing an old school Tales game.
Yeah.
So, but they probably are the better Star Ocean games. But
yeah, they
Wait, you didn't
probably
like
are.
Star Ocean Integrity and Faithlessness? The best
Oh God, no.
one.
That game was hot garbage.
Oh yeah, that's trash tier for sure.
I don't know.
is that the last one that came out?
Yeah.
I'll be get confusing the names sometimes.
Yo, real talk. I don't know if I have the game or not. I literally don't know if I traded it in or I just threw it somewhere. I don't know because
I mean, one day we find out when you actually like start looking for something and you find like, wait, I have this still laying around. What the hell?
and I'll be like, why the fuck do I still have this laying around? Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, you can just sign it and send it to a fan. That's a possibility.
I'm not gonna do that to somebody.
I mean, you could also put a good game in it and just make it a surprise.
Nah, I'm not gonna let anybody get that. That's disgusting. That game was just I don't know what happened to that game. That just pissed me off. All right. So we're gonna jump on that Star Ocean game. I don't know if we got any Atelier fans in here.
Hell
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Why not?
okay.
I used to be.
So we got this new Riser. It's called Atelier Riser, I think. And it looks like a typical Atelier game. The main character looks like she got thighs that save lives.
Most definitely.
That's a good
Most definitely. They know what they was doing.
Gab, is this a day one cop for you?
Probably.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're a real Atelier. Am I saying that right? Connoisseur.
They're just
Atelier.
nice, calming games, you know.
That's common. Okay. Oh,
Atelier.
I really think
until
there's
the girls bring the guns out, and then you're like, oh shit.
I have to ask, 'cause I never really got that far into them. Is there like any real threat ever in those games, or is it just like slice of life type game?
as far as I
The
understand,
calendar
it,
is the
there is
threat.
some
Time is the
bosses.
threat.
there's always something to worry about as far as
Yeah.
I understand. I mean, it might be not like a world-ending threat, but it's very personal drama in many cases.
Okay, because I always wondered like, what's the goal when you're playing the game? Like, what are you doing in the story?
I mean, I just feel like
I'm
it
the
starts
best
out.
Atelier you can, okay? Save the town.
It just seems like the game started off way too slow, and I'm just like, I can't take all this cutesy at once.
Yeah.
Well, they're not for people who don't like cutesy games. They're very
I mean-
cutesy.
Oh,
I mean, as far as I understand, the main audience is predominantly girls already, so I understand why it might not appeal to you.
Oh, yeah, that's probably the case. Because I
girls
tried.
and anybody that likes waifus, basically.
I mean, I like
Yep.
waifus too, but like these ain't nothing to write home about, Sway.
Hey, alchemy is not for everybody, sometimes you get a cool dude with a cool dude and his brother with an armor, and sometimes you just get cute girls doing alchemy. It's like
Cute girls doing cute things. That's what I'm saying. Well, we're gonna let that go. All right. So another E3.
Can I, real quick, E3 news? Fallout 76 is getting a battle royale mode.
Gross.
Oh no!
oh no.
I thought it would go free to play.
Fix the fucking main game first before you do something.
They said that I'm reading tweets. They said on the stage, they said we're actually finishing the game. So
Wow.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my God. Let me guess. Is that gonna cost something?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it probably is.
I don't buy that for $1.
Oh my God.
This is crazy. 52 player battle royale mode. Level up with exclusive perks. Claim your spot. Yeah, this is interesting. Wow.
You gonna get that, Jim?
I'm gonna pass. It's a pass. I've never played a Fallout game, so
Seems weird for a Bethesda game to have a battle royale mode.
They're just trying to make money off of everything they can at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah.
Everything has a battle royale mode.
And you know it's
Everything.
gonna launch broken as hell. So it's just ridiculous. And people are still gonna buy into it and play it.
I mean, we live in a world where there's a Tetris Battle Royale game. Everything has a Battle Royale game.
Tetris 99 is awesome though.
It is awesome.
I don't say that it's bad. You know?
Persona
really bad
Battle
at it, though.
Royale. Okay, I would play that though.
I actually would too.
I probably wouldn't. I'm not the biggest fan of Battle Royale.
What with all the Persona characters from all games?
I mean, that's what I got Persona Q2 for.
What? No.
I mean, that's mostly all of them.
Yeah, but not from the first 2 games.
What
There are
what
two. The
game?
first 2. It started with 3. Okay.
Wait a minute. Are you saying there's a Persona 1 and 2?
Of course.
This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Quick question about Persona 1 and 2.
Atlas
Should I
act
play
like
them?
No, I'll play them.
Jeez.
Atlas acts like they don't exist. So I was just I was surprised.
Why do people always act like they don't exist?
Because they're not Persona 3, 4, and 5. That's why.
That's so sad.
Oh man. Okay. So real quick, let's talk about Phantasy Star Online 2.
Yes, let's
See,
go.
Holy shit.
It seems like Xbox came through on this one. I was surprised. I went crazy. Shout out to West Town HD. If you go to his reaction video, you probably hear me going crazy in the background. But yeah, I can't believe it. The promise has finally been fulfilled.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it took a very
Dude,
long time.
it's
7 years.
years.
Yeah, about that.
But the worst part about this is that fan translations were nearly close to make it completely playable, even for numbnuts. So
I
it's
just-
basically like
I'm glad I can delete that 100 gig file.
I'm about to say, like 2 weeks ago, I just finally installed Fantasy. Yo, it took me it took me like 2 hours to make an account because I kept getting cucked by that damn captcha, bro. Oh my god,
When that happens.
dog! Like an hour, I was so mad.
Yeah, because
And that was my second attempt. I had tried it before, and I gave up. I was like, screw this.
But yeah,
man.
now it's officially there and it's free to play and it will be apparently also on Xbox One. I mean,
Exclusive?
for the 5 people who care.
It's a cult following, like a really cult following. I'm sure.
I mean, Xbox One owners.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
know it.
definitely
Not
right. Oh,
not,
yeah.
not
Yeah.
Fantasy Star Online 2 fans. There are a lot of them, and I have the utmost respect of them. You know, it's hard being the fan of a game that is not localized. You know, it's not an easy
not
job.
localized, but you could play it on anything. Like it was pretty
like
nuts.
literally anything.
for some reason, I forgot that it was on the freaking Vita.
right?
Yep, it
That's
was
right, yeah.
everywhere.
Back in the day when I was all Vita, I remember some article came out in like 2013. I made a video about it. I'm like, oh yeah, they're still working on it because they said it. They're like, oh yeah, we're still working on it. It's not canceled yet.
Yeah, they said this for a very long time.
4 years later, finally, we get it.
Yeah, you guys actually believe they were working on it?
Hard to tell with Sega. Sega was busy the last few years.
Do y'all think they're localized also the cloud Switch version?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think so. This one's just Xbox and PC. It looks like.
They put in way too much effort for this one. They're like, don't ask me for anything else.
Serious. I mean, it looks like a go. I'm definitely gonna get it.
But I have a question. How does this play on the Vita? I mean, an MMO on the Vita sounds for me like a weird idea. You know, like it has very limited space. You have to download a very large file. It's just
I heard a lot of people
It
actually
actually-
really liked it on the Vita.
Yeah, I have people.
I heard.
I
I
don't
heard
for
it. I heard the Vita version played better than what Xenoblade Chronicles X
Ooh,
did
damn.
on the 3DS.
okay.
And then
Mhm.
the Vita got its own version, Nova.
Yeah,
Okay.
I heard Nova was actually pretty good.
I heard Nova was really good.
Okay.
And it's bringing all the episodes and all the content from the Japanese version. So
what? All that stuff is gonna be available day one.
yep.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
I'm going to
They're
get.
hooking those Xbox guys up.
All right. I'm
I'm gonna be in that casino though.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna be there. We need to get a squad and just go at it.
So, like, if I just made this Japanese account, I gotta I didn't get anywhere though, so I guess it's fine.
Yeah, you just start.
Just ignore it. Just ignore it.
Yeah, I
It
would
will
say
go away.
I'm
Guess
definitely
not gonna
starting
play it. Yeah, guess I'm not gonna touch it anymore.
All right.
So glad you went through all that.
Yeah, right. Oh man, no, I gotta play it now. I have to.
All right. Okay. Fantasy Star Online 2 is a go. So Jammer,
Yo,
let's talk about this cold vein.
oh boy.
talk about this Cold Vein, man. You had some choice words to say about Cold Vein. You slandering God Eater out here, man.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are, man.
And the video I made, you got because you didn't. I like fleshed out the whole thought. So what I meant by what he's talking about is I said Code Vein is the God Eater 3 that we wanted.
Lies. Just
Was
lies.
it
Damn.
the
You
reason?
really believe that, huh?
Yes, because the reason where I'm coming from is when most of us God Eater fans, whenever they announced 3, we're like, all right, at least me, I was like, can we get out of this Monster Hunter concept? Because they love to pound us with a bunch of story, but then it doesn't work because I go out to the field, fight, then I got to sit and just do cutscenes for an hour. It doesn't work. We need them to let them flesh it out. You go through it. It's more of a linear fashion, like, Uncharted, all that stuff. So they kind of went with a Dark Souls concept instead of the Monster Hunter concept with this Code Vein. They want to do something else, but I think they didn't want to take God Eater too far away from what it is, right? So this is what they came up with. That's my theory.
Sounds actually pretty solid. I think this is pretty good.
I mean, like I like my God Eater. I don't want God Eater to go anywhere. I don't want God Eater to ever change up.
Exactly.
Well, like
so you would have been mad if it wasn't like you didn't just stay in the base. Would you have liked it more or less?
Well, I probably would have liked it more.
Exactly.
I'm talking about mostly God Eater's gameplay. I'm good with God Eater's gameplay.
The gameplay, the gameplay is fine. I just mean the gameplay structure. The gameplay itself is cool, but you can't just be stuck in a hub. It's just too much with that amount of story. That's the issue.
I think the reason for that is because God Eater was on the PSP and the PSP was very limited, so they could only do so much. But we kind of we're way far from that.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
They still did it with God Eater 3. So okay, in that aspect, that was a little bit disappointing.
So on that note, the reason why they stuck with it, one, it's a different studio. They didn't want to really fuck it up. They're like, all right, let's just really be safe with this. That's exactly what's going on. But with these updates, I think it's going to get a lot better. Because they said first off, they're opening up a new forum for God Eater fans to come in and chime in and give them ideas. Two, and another translation, they said they want to update this game until people are like, why are they still updating this game? They want to update this game for as long till people start saying that, like, why are you guys still updating this game? So they have plans of expanding it, but they started off real safe. And then Code Vein, they're just kind of trying out new stuff since it's the same studio.
Structure-wise, God Eater never really appealed to me. I mean, I understand why the gameplay is pretty good, but it's just so much at once, I mean, RPGs already start usually with a really large introduction, like takes an hour till you're in the gameplay and stuff like that. But for me, God Eater took it a little bit too hard. The hub was very cramped. It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's not a very natural progression that you go through.
So I thought the weapon customization in that was a bit overwhelming.
Well, that's kind of
in God Eater.
Yeah, in God Eater.
Like the bullet creation is kind of crazy.
Oh, see, in 3 it's useless. You don't need to do it at all.
Yeah, I was talking about 1 and 2.
Yeah, because 1 and 2 you can make stupid broken bullets.
Yeah, a lot of crazy stuff. I
think the controls too in God Eater could have been updated.
Well, I think on God,
it feels 3 it feels good.
Yeah, it feels way better. But like on the handheld, I thought it would be better on the Vita. It's not that much better, but on an actual controller, it's way better.
Wait, why are you so low? Did you move away from a microphone?
Yeah, I kind of did. I'm kind of doing something right now.
Okay.
So Taylor, you got any thoughts on Code Vein?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what are your thoughts on the beta that you guys played? How do you guys like it?
Not copping.
I played it.
Not copping.
I have no idea. I've never played it. It looks cool though. I mean, it's the one concern I have just from looking at the gameplay is it looks like the weapons don't have impact like they do in like a Souls game, but I haven't played, so I don't really know if that's true or not. It just looks kind of.
I was gonna say when I played it, I thought, don't get me wrong, I thought the game was fun. It had like really great character creation. That's probably one of its strongest suits. But if you're going in expecting, I think, the level of polish and detail that you would get from a Soulsborne type of game, you may be a little disappointed. But that's not to take away from the game itself, because it's still a great game. I love the counter system that you have, like with the what is those weapons called?
Just weapons. Oh yeah, I mean the blood veils.
The blood veils. Yeah. Yeah, the counter system is cool. The enemy typing is pretty interesting.
Pretty varied, I'd say.
Yeah. But it just like the enemies when they pile up on you, they can get a little slippery, slidey. It just didn't have that same special thing, that special sauce that the Souls and Bloodborne
And
style
so,
games had.
and so this is my second like tangent that I'm trying to get everyone to understand. You can't go into this game. See, it's like a double-edged sword that has been referred to with the Soulsborne series because for a number of reasons, we don't got to get into it, but one of the bigger ones is that polish, like you said, bro. It's from software, like they are masters at this.
Yeah.
So that was but the thing is, they only took the concept is the only thing that's similar to the Soulsborne game. That is literally it. Just the idea of hard. You know, you die, you pick up your haze or whatever your experience.
It's in its genre.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
but
it.
after that, it's literally God Eater. It's literally a God Eater. Game.
Yeah.
Talk on your point of the lack of weight on your attacks. It's because they were going for a faster paced combat like God Eater. If you think about it, you compare Monster Hunter weight to God Eater. It's literally two different planets. So
Other than you could say the same thing for about Neo. Other than being able to jump, and the fact that it's in the same genre as the Souls.
Exactly.
That's where it ends with Neo. It's basically a Ninja Gaiden game. You might as well call it Samurai Gaiden.
Mm-hmm.
See, I personally think this is actually a good thing because a problem that many players have that get into the Soul series is that they hide behind the shield, and that's usually one of the worst ways of playing these games because it makes you slow, it makes you boring, you just hide behind it. Dodging and countering is actually more efficient, and if you time this actually with a combat system that is faster and offers more opportunities, I think this actually is more enticing to a lot of players.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is actually a better way of starting in these than like people who say, oh we play all Dark Souls, and I'm like, maybe you shouldn't. Can be a little bit weird,
Yeah.
So I think this is a good thing in general.
I see Covain as a fast pace. You have a lot of options. You want to play like God Eater. It's nothing like Soulsborne, honestly.
I see it sitting on the shelf at GameStop. As I walk by.
So what's the reason?
Why are you still going to GameStop?
Because I don't know.
Oh yeah, you're
It's
from
in the
Canada.
mall.
You got
Okay.
EB Games, don't you?
Yeah, but it's like it's in
Okay,
the
I
mall.
understand
So
you.
whenever I go and get lunch,
Just
it's like right there, and I love the people that work there because I work with them.
Okay.
So I always go talk
Cool.
to them.
See, she has a point. Nobody else should be going into GameStops for.
I just go to talk
Anything.
to them. I don't buy anything.
Yeah, see, she has a reason. Anyone else? If I see you in GameStop, I'm.
Well, I
shooting
mean,
you.
like, my
knickknacks.
pre-orders are there.
I'm just kidding.
I just can't stand my GameStop anymore. It's like stacked full with anime nonsense,
Funko
and I'm
Pops.
like,
It's Funko Pops and T-shirts.
yeah,
and
it's like
have a good deal.
chokers.
It's a hot topic, basically.
Got your Bowser choker.
Like a
Hey,
Spencer
that's where I got my Persona Funko Pops. Don't hate.
Oh man, I'm telling you.
Anyone
And-
else
and,
cop those Persona Funko Pops?
not really.
No way.
not
Gotta
a-
get on the
I'm not
Nintendo
a fan.
train, yo. It's all about the Nintendo.
Dude, I already
Funko.
have the Nendos and Figmas and the 1/7 scale statue. Get on my level.
Then
Oh.
save your money because Funko Pops are gross.
Oh no!
No, but
Dude, the
these-
Funkos pop
These ones
slander.
are so cute, though.
I like the deeper Funko Pop.
I like
See-
the
see-
Joker one because of his mask. It makes him look super cute.
See, my problem with my GameStop is also that it's like on the same level. Like you can see from that the Harry Potter merchandise shop that they made, and I'm like, I hate both of these places. It's like I see always these nerds buying their goddamn wands there, and I'm like,
Wands.
it's like, come on, people, you don't need that. It's just so annoying to me, I don't mind Harry Potter, but these merch stores are just too much.
Harry Potter. You guys see that leaked gameplay?
Yeah. What's going on with that game? Was it fake?
No
I heard
idea.
it was fake.
No clue. I was actually watching YouTube this morning. I saw a Harry Potter ad, and I thought it was the game. I kept waiting for gameplay to show, and it was a mobile
That's
game.
stupid.
I was very disappointed.
Everything is a mobile game these days.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you guys got me.
Hot take. I don't like Harry Potter either.
I'm
Yeah,
not a
it's
big
okay.
fan either. I don't care for it either. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care for Harry Potter. I was
I like
never
Harry Potter.
Oh, everyone's talking about Sekiro. I just gotta put it out there. I just finally beat it today.
That's great.
Oh, good job.
The final boss, dude. It took me
Very
4
good
hours
story.
on Friday. Oh my god.
Very good story. Very good story.
I probably could beat it.
If anyone cares, update on Bethesda. The only good thing they announced is maybe Ghostwire. The rest has been boring.
Okay, great.
No
Sounds
updates
about it.
Elder Scrolls?
Oh, I see something about Tokyo next game from the creators of the Evil Within. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so moving on real quick. Dragon Ball got a new game.
Yes.
Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
Ball Z Kakarot.
About the
Interesting name.
He hates that name. I don't know why they chose that. They should just say Goku.
I'm watching some gameplay right now. I literally saw Goku pull out his tail, stick it back on his butt, and use it for fishing. What?
Lit.
What?
I'll retweet
you
it.
sure you watched the right thing, man?
I'm retweeting it right now.
Yo,
I
man,
literally
get off,
watched him do
get off of Rule 34, man.
it. Man, that's a real 35. I don't even. I just retweeted it. It started off with him flying around, and they tried to show
This
some
is more
exploration.
gameplay than they showed in the trailer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
to-
This is like two full minutes of gameplay of him flying around the area. He looks like he literally just punched a deer and it exploded. What the heck?
Wait, it's Piccolo. Because he's level 5.
I'm trying to see this game.
Piccolo's flying with him. He's like getting these like Dragon Ball points in the sky.
This is Superman.
Yeah, this is Superman 64 for Dragon Ball. I don't know. Hey, all I know is that it's looking different.
You know what? I have one concern. I hope it's not going to be like Dragon Ball Sagas. Because
This is having some, honestly, sadly, this is having some Sagas vibes.
and don't it? It has some.
Oh no, I don't know. Like I said, when he pulled his tail out of nowhere and stick it back on his butt and dipped it into the river for fishing, that's when I was like, I don't know about this game.
Yikes! Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. I mean, the history of Dragon Ball games is long and illustrious, but
No, it's looking like trash.
Did you just get to the part I was talking about?
No, I just sort of retweet. This looks like trash.
Yo, retweet it for me.
Yo, he just really.
Yeah, retweet my retweet so he can see it.
What the fuck is it? He
Shadow,
literally
help me. Retweet it, please. I'm dying.
well, it looks like
Follow me on Riku-san 1 and you
Yeah,
can
I see it. So
Okay.
well, people. It looks like
retweeted it. Oh,
yeah,
Dragon Ball. Like I think they're one of the only anime games that actually do have some good like RPGs outside of fighting games. So this may
I still want to go back and play those Legacy of Goku games on the Game Boy. I heard those were really good.
Attack of the Saiyans on the DS. That was great.
oh yeah, that's
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 some good ones. Yeah.
I heard Legacy of Goku was good. I played a little bit of it.
2 and 3.
Oh, okay.
Legendary Supersonic Warriors on the Game Boy Color. That was great. Love that game.
But that was a fighter, not more of a JRPG.
Bro,
no.
Yeah, it was perfect.
That was pretty good.
Don't you guys want a Dragon Ball Super Kakarot? Why we gotta keep doing? How many years has it been?
I don't know. I kind of want
I
a
know. How
Dragon.
many times do we have
Can
to?
I get a Dragon Ball turn-based RPG? That'd be cool.
Ooh, that would
Hey,
be cool.
Attack of the Saiyans, man. Play that one.
Yeah,
Like-
Attack Same was really great. I think you should try that. That's a really good one.
Apparently, the game's only gonna be $40 too.
I paid you like $20. Nah, chill. Nah,
Yeah, right.
But I'm thinking it may. I'm hoping Bandai and don't do their scummy things where since it probably will only go up to the Frieza arc, they drop the Cell and Buu arc as DLC.
Yeah,
That's what they're gonna do. Yeah, they're definitely gonna do that.
bro.
Yeah.
Drop the Dragon Ball or the Goku Black arc, and I'll cop it immediately.
That arc ended on a bad note.
It did, but it was hyped throughout the fight. So,
Yeah,
This looks like
Yeah, that's true.
and I'm just seeing him rip off his tail. Oh my god!
oh my
Squatting.
god, yo.
yeah. He looks like he's squatting like he's about to take a shit in the river.
That
Oh,
was-
looks like
Or
he
he's
finally
gonna take-
transcended. He realized the legend.
Is he the part where he punched the deer?
Uh,
God,
and then
nah.
he's fishing
It
in farts. It looks like it's just what is that stuff? I don't know. This is weird.
This
Okay,
is-
so I gotta add something. So this game Ghostwire is
Mhm.
actually the director or whatever is Ikumi Nakamura, and she did the art for The Evil Within, a bunch of other cool games.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So a lot of people are banking on this game going to be good. She also did art for Okami, Bayonetta, stuff like that.
Oh shit. Well, I was looking at the gameplay. Is it like some kind of stealth? The guy's got like somebody's got a bow and arrow and some magic or something.
Yeah,
I was
I
trying
have
to
no
understand what it
idea.
Is that where everybody's like kind of disappearing? Like they got snapped?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You see their clothes on the ground.
Okay.
Okay, chat. I would like to note that it's nice that you have your little Dragon Ball Scub fights there, but please not. Okay,
Oh snap! Where do we start?
They're talking about what their super is or isn't.
Why they
right?
talking about Naruto and One Piece now?
Yeah, they're not better than Naruto. Like Jesus Christ, chat.
just
We love
just
you, but,
let it
kinda,
just let it go. Okay, just
don't let me
it
pull
go.
up the don't let me pull up the tranquilizer for some of you guys.
Yo, where's my Rising of the Shield Hero game?
Yo, pick
That's
that.
what I want.
We need that. We need that.
We really don't.
I'm pretty sure there's some.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's something coming.
Speaking of, okay, firstly, I'm gonna say,
Tom,
we
before
made a
before
mistake.
you say that, there will be no Shield Hero slander in this podcast.
Listen. I don't want any game.
Firstly, I'm gonna say this: Dimps. We said earlier that Sonic Team Racing was made by Dimps. That's incorrect. It was actually Sumo Digital that made the most recent one. Dimps made the most. I think one of the Dimps' most recent game was a Sword Art Online game. So maybe those guys will give you your, Rise of the Shield Hero game if you want one, because they're over there making those Sword Art Online games. I don't really care for him. But you said no Rise of the Shield Hero slander, so I'm gonna fall back because you best believe I was about to throw all types of slander your way.
Yo, oh my God. You know what? We're gonna save this for later. I'm getting low. Jim, we gotta talk to this guy. This guy, this old uncultured swine.
I just don't like isekai. So yeah, we can definitely talk about that at a
That's actually something that we should get for the upcoming HPMP Dark Hour. Only on Patreon, then we finally get this done.
Yeah, definitely.
And so that we have these little scub fights that can go on for 4 hours, and you can I'm just sitting here and just watch the mayhem happen.
Fucking isekais. Jesus
I'll always
Christ.
be right. Okay, so Persona 5 The Royal, aka Game of the Year 2020.
Oh shit!
Got some new details. Basically, long story short, that A, this is gonna be the best game of all time. B, you're not gonna be able to transfer your save file from vanilla Persona 5, which is kind of expected. This is gonna be a whole new game for the most part. Also, you'll be able to use your DLC that you purchased with vanilla Persona 5.
Okay,
Yay.
that's pretty
But
sweet.
then they're just gonna.
But you're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to pay a little bit of an entry fee. For Japan, it's about 10 yen, which is about 10 cents, I believe.
I mean, that's really not that big of a deal.
I said that, but that's for each one.
Oh, still not that big of a
what?
deal. I mean, that's
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing: how many DLC personas did you guys buy? Because I personally, I think I bought
all
like
the outfits.
I bought
one.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I brought every single one, and everything came out to at least like $100 altogether.
You're crazy. I think I bought like Magatsu Izanagi Pikaro. That was the only one I bought.
Yeah.
I bought like Persona, was it like 3 outfits, maybe 2? I forget.
No, and I think I bought Kaguya.
Oh yeah, I think I did buy some
The
outfits.
dancing ones, I bought those. Those was kind of heat.
Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm the biggest Persona 5 fan here. They could have sold those again at full price. I would have paid for all of it.
I thought Royale would have came with all the DLC. To be honest,
Yeah, me too.
No way.
I mean, technically it is, but you gotta.
at least the costumes.
Yeah, that would.
The costumes are completely optional. They would not give us that. No. If there was like some addition to the game, yeah, but nah, not the costumes.
Okay.
They want us
That's
to
okay.
buy that, so, yeah.
I think there are worse things out there.
So since we're on Persona, did anybody here play Persona Q2?
I started to.
Nah.
How do you feel about it, Gabby?
It's the fan service that I wanted and I deserve in my life.
Cool. I mean, if you're happy, it's good.
Every
you a
few
fan?
seconds, I scream of joy because I'm just so happy.
Are you a fan of the Etrian Odyssey type gameplay?
I mean, I'm. It's okay, but I
It's
prefer. Well, I mean, I play Shin Megami Tensei 4. I can't really say I don't like it because I'm kind of used to it.
Okay.
I can play either or, but
yeah,
I mean,
I need to get to that type of gameplay.
the cartridge is orange, and it's beautiful. And I got the collector's edition.
Isn't
not
the
that anyone
Persona?
cares.
Isn't Persona like 1 and 2 like that? Like first person, like moving forward.
Not directly. No. You it's not like that. The dungeoneering is like in first person, but whenever you meet an enemy, it becomes a typical Persona fight style. So you get on a different screen, and it's like fighting. But
I was just talking about like the whole exploration of it behind.
I mean,
the whole
only
first
the exploration is in first person, but that's all because they were apparently really big fans of wizardry, and I'm like, okay, I understand that. It's just.
I'm playing it a little bit. I'm pretty sure I'm just not gonna. I'm not really serious about it. I just got past the first dungeon.
You had to dust off that 3DS.
Yeah,
True lovers will play till the end.
Yeah, my 3DS.
You had to-
Yeah.
You
On
had to dust off
3DS.
that 3DS. Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, I played it definitely on 3DS.
Okay.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, how do y'all feel about it not having an English dub?
Don't care.
I'm a little bit disappointed, to be honest. I grew with these characters in their English voice acting, and every time they talk, I imagine Morgana talking like in English and everybody. So it's kind of jarring just a little bit, but it's not that big a deal. I don't like the Extra Odyssey stuff, but only because I have to create the freaking map and place the doors and the chests and important areas on there. I don't like it.
I mean,
I
that's,
love
I mean,
that. I love
and,
that.
and now add on top of that in a regular Atelier Odyssey game, you also have to create all of your characters and to manage them all, and they have no personality.
Yeah.
I think the part about that, I think I won't like the fact that they don't have a personality, but everything else, I kind of like that in my JRPGs. I like the whole maintenance behind building a character and
I don't mind that too. It's just sometimes
the whole no
it's
personality part, that's a turn off.
Yeah, that's the big problem, but that can sometimes kill your motivation. But in general, I think it's a good idea.
That's why I like Final Fantasy V so much. Building your character and customizing them all that shit. I like that.
Oh, but, Taylor, you were gonna say something?
Taylor, go ahead.
Oh, I don't know. I was just saying I like the Etrian Odyssey part. I as this was coming out, I rebooted up the old Persona Q because I remember I got really far in that game and then I got stuck, and then I found out that apparently Naoto is like insanely broken in the first Persona Q. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't played it, but Q2 looks cool. I've seen people posting a lot of funny interactions with all the different,
Yeah, that seems to be what I look forward to the most. Just seeing the 3, 4, and 5 cast. I don't know where Persona 1 and 2 casts are, but seeing them interact is pretty cool. So, other than
there's a bunch of Akechi too.
Yo, first of all, fuck Akechi. That's first.
Ooh, let's go. Akechi slander. Let's go.
All right. Every time he pops up, I just skip his dialogue.
I love
Akechi.
him.
Wait, it's Shadow. Tell me who you dislike more, Akechi or Crow from Cold Steel?
No, Akechi. Crow, I got respect for.
Cool. Really?
Crow actually, there's a reason he does the thing that he does. Okay, but Akechi, Mr. Pancakes over here. Oh, my daddy didn't love me. Get out of here, man.
Jesus Christ. Change anything about him in Royale?
They better. I hope.
If they expand on him in Royale, maybe
I would love to
resurrect
from a gameplay standpoint. From a gameplay standpoint, I would love to use Akechi more.
To resurrect.
Agree.
The only thing I like about Akechi in Persona 5 was when he said my skills exceed yours. That was pretty cool.
I liked when he went crazy.
No, see that's the part I didn't like.
I always love the fact that they say like that their skill exceeds mine, but the next fight scene they're just like, no, you just got trashed, buddy.
I mean, it's a good one. It's a good dialogue. Okay, so I think that's all the topics I got JRPG related. Not much.
I got one.
What you got, man? We're gonna wrap this up soon.
Yeah, it's definitely JRPG related because it had to do with a whole XSEED and Trails of Cold Steel 2 recently came out, and apparently in the credits, just like Trails of Cold Steel 1, they took out a specific producer's name who helped with the translation. Everyone calls her Brittany. Her name is Brittany.
Now,
everyone's pissed off about that.
Now, wait a minute. Was that the same person that was working on second chapter and she told like the horror stories of working on the game or something like that?
I don't think that's is it her?
I think it is.
It actually had that to do. See, the problem is XSEED apparently blacklists their workers that they don't like anymore. what is pretty scummy.
Lately, XSEED has been doing some spooky shit like the past year.
That's really.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
I used to. I mean, I fucks with XSEED because they brought over Cold Steel 1 and 2 and the other Kiseki games, but I mean, they don't have Cold Steel 3. They didn't do Ease 8, so like their future, as far as me caring for them, it's not looking good. And this is just another reason. It's just like, man, XSEED, what are you doing over there? It's like you technically you didn't work on this version, even though the stuff that you translated are in this version. So we're not going to put you in the credits. That's pretty fucking grimy.
Yeah, that's really scummy.
And they tried to hide. Yeah, they tried to hide behind the fact that it's a part of our policy. Okay, just because it's a part of your policy doesn't mean it's right.
This is like the stupid thing is like we don't like it, and we just enforce the rules and we make the rules. I mean, we don't like our rules, but we make our rules. Like we could do something about this, but we're kind of no because it's corporate bullshit.
It's sad. It's sad when at a point in time, NIS America is like looked at in a better light than XSEED. Like. That's harsh, but yeah, I just want to throw that out.
It's pretty messed up that they not.
But we have these problems a lot in the gaming industry lately.
Yeah,
everybody's working overtime. Everybody's in the crunch. Nobody cares. Everybody gets blacklisted. It's just like
everybody's getting credit. And like I don't know what they thought by putting her in the credit that she would get some royalties in the future. Who knows? Like they just didn't want to do it.
No, it's just removing credit. It has nothing to do with contractual work. It's just you can't put this on your resume anymore. It's like removing that you did something specifically. It's basically just a piss off, like you cannot put this in your portfolio anymore, and that's reputation killing mostly.
Yeah,
and that's really scummy because there are no rules against that. You have to credit a person.
That's why it's called credits in the first place. It's called credit.
And removing that is basically just a way to tell the industry, you shouldn't work with that. That's just and that's
you literally discredit someone for the credit that they did in the credits.
Yeah, just because you didn't like them, just because you have beef with them, or because they criticized you for legitimate reasons.
You think people are going to boycott this game because of this?
No, apparently everyone's still buying the game. It sold pretty well.
Boycotts don't work. I have to say this.
Boycotts really don't work. We hear a lot of rage on the internet. Everyone's like, change it, XSEED. But we still gonna buy that Cold Steel too.
What about petitions? Online petitions, don't they work?
No.
They work for Digimon.
No. It depends.
It really depends. I mean, most companies don't have to deal with it. Petitions work in some countries if you want to do them, but in many cases, it's just no.
They flat out said though, if it wasn't for petitions, we probably wouldn't have gotten like the Cyber Sleuth games for Digimon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
Yep.
Okay. All right. Good. Fair enough. All right. So I think that's a podcast right there. I think so. Any more topics to go through? We talked about all the JRPG goodness at E3. Well, as much as we could. Wasn't that much available. So
we'll see what Square has to offer.
Yeah, I was about to say Square Enix.
Yeah, we'll see what Square has to offer.
Well, the only thing
Avengers game.
The only thing they're going to offer is Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's about it. I don't think they're going to do it.
Oh wait, don't they have no unannounced titles? Where's Deep Down? Who's that? Is that Capcom?
That's Capcom. Yeah,
that's Capcom. That's been like in development since like the PS3 days.
Since PS4 got revealed. The real E3 of PS4. Deep Down was there, and we haven't heard of it since.
That's probably canceled, man. That's been long gone.
Yeah, that was.
I heard that it's not done. It's not gone.
Wow.
I don't believe that.
I don't talk about Deep Down. Like even if it comes out, like they need to if they're still working on Deep Down and it's coming out, they need to show something about Deep Down that that will separate it from what the genre that it's going to be in, which is this. It's most likely going to be in the Souls-like genre. But I feel that game is dead, and you're never going to see it.
Yeah, who knows?
Okay.
Capcom is not keeping their projects alive that long. They usually
Capcom, if you want to do anything in JRPG, either give us a Breath of Fire 3 and 4 remake, or Breath of Fire 7.
Indeed.
That's what you need to do. But you're Capcom. You're doing stupid stuff right now.
And then we got Nintendo. They'll probably show off Fire Emblem, Astral Chain, and
confirmed a new Smash character.
You said you're hyped for that new
Oh,
Fire
it
Emblem, right, Shadow?
Yeah, new Smash character will be revealed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really? Did they say
Danny
it?
Sakurai said so.
Yep.
I'm calling it Chrono from Chrono Trigger. Let's go.
Whoa!
Oh my
it's either-
god, that'd be
I
crazy.
mean, everyone's talking about Banjo, or what's his
Yeah.
face, Erdrick from Dragon Quest or whatever the heck.
I think
Yeah.
the Dragon Quest one might be the one that we get.
Same.
I could
No, it
see
makes
that.
sense.
Or
'Cause-
he's just gonna hit us with Sora.
Yo, that'd be insane.
I could see Sora too, because I said that last year. But they
Dude,
probably
they're being dumb for not having them already. It doesn't make any sense to me to not have
Yeah.
them.
yeah, he's already been on Nintendo consoles like the 3DS and shit with 3D Dream Drop Distance and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And Chain of Memories and the Game Boy Advance.
Alrighty, guys, we're gonna start off with the outros. Go right ahead, Gab.
Hey guys, it's been fun talking through this E3. Hopefully we can come together and talk about our final thoughts on it. But yeah, thanks for coming out, and I hope to see you at the next episode.
All right, Riku.
Riku-san1, the only one, at Riku-san1 on Twitter. I'm playing that Eiyu Densetsu Ao no Kiseki. It's lit as fuck. And everybody have a good night.
Okay, Souls.
Souls is here. Thank you all for coming through. Hopefully we'll be back again to talk about the next E3. And yeah, that's it.
All right, Jammer.
Yep. Everything everyone else said. Thank you for having me.
Lazy motherfucker.
Jammer. No. I got it. All right. What you guys got to do is go over to my channel and watch my Code Vein videos. All right. Thank you.
Nightmare.
Hey, it's Nightmare Alpha. I think the best game of E3 was so far the new Lego Star Wars game, because it's a Lego
Facts.
Star Wars game. You can find me on Twitter, on YouTube. Always the same name. You can find me everywhere. Just check me out. I'm also on a lot of podcasts these days, so just check that out. There's an upcoming episode of the Digital Juice Bar. We talked about a lot of anime. It was pretty exhausting. So look forward to that.
And Taylor.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. It was cool to talk about the latest JRPG news. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Taylor's Shelf. I might change that, but for now, that's what that is. And yeah, hopefully we get some cool stuff from Square and Nintendo
It would be
next
a
couple
lot
days.
easier to find your stuff if I had a link in the description below.
All right, who wouldn't do that? That's ridiculous.
I wonder if they charge all of that.
And of course, this is your JRPG enthusiast, your JRPG God, Shadow Elite, and we are out of here. I got no slander for right now, so
Wait. We forgot something.
What
The
did we forget?
announcement, with the 30K thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the channel is close to reaching 30K subscribers. Once that happens, I'll be doing a 12-hour live stream on Twitch.
Shit.
And you guys could vote for the games that you want to see me play.
Zero no
well,
Kiseki time.
Maybe I'm not sure about that. That's a slow start. I don't know about that. I might play that garbage that is Final Fantasy 9. We'll see how that happens.
Oh shit.
And
I thought you said no slander. He lied.
you
He couldn't help it. He
I
couldn't help it. He said Final Fantasy 9 slander. Let's go.
All right, so yeah, that's happening. 12-hour live stream at 30K. All right, we out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.